Okay, so for lunch, I'm gonna make a bagel sandwich with one of these Chompy's low carb bagels. I already tasted it for my Chompy's unboxing video. I'll put that in the cards if you haven't seen it. I try out the Chompy's, all the low carb Chompy's products that they sent me. So I tried this. It's really good. I put some cream cheese on it. I'm gonna just have like cream cheese and ham. The cream cheese that I have is the third of a less fat cream cheese. It spreads so much easier than the regular cream cheese. That's why I really like it. And it has the same carbs as the regular full fat cream cheese. Okay. I really like a lot of cream cheese on mine, so that looks good to me. I already toasted the bagel a little bit to make it a little crunchy. And then I have this ham, this Hillshire Farms ham. It's Black Forest ham, ultra thin. This is the best one I could find at Grocery Outlet. If you didn't see my Grocery Outlet haul, I'll put that in the cards too. But it has 1 gram of carbs in 2 ounces, which I thought I saw somewhere it was like 5 pieces, but it says there's 4.5 servings, so I'll kind of gauge how much I want to put in based on how it kind of fills out. These are kind of long pieces, so I think I'm only going to put 1 serving. So I only put about 4 pieces, and I might have taken a 4th from this container. So I mean that equals the 1 carb. So my first meal for the day, I have the 4 carbs for the bagel. Let's say I have 2 carbs for the cream cheese and 1 carb for the ham. So that's 5, 7 carbs for this sandwich. Not great, but I like a lot of cream cheese, so I am happy with that. And I'm also estimated for the cream cheese because I didn't measure it out. But that's what I'm going to have for lunch, and then I'll show you dinner in a little while. Okay, so I'm going to use my next Chompy's product, which is this Chompy's pizza crust. It's 6 net carbs for the total crust, but I'm honestly thinking I'm just gonna have half because my lunch was kind of big, and I still want to have something a little sweet for dessert. So I'm thinking I'm only gonna have half this, so I'll calculate the total carbs of all my ingredients for the pizza and then just cut that in half for my portion. So I'm going to have this as the crust. I'm going to have this as the tomato sauce. So this I found at Grocery Outlet for 99 cents. I'll have somewhere card for the grocery haul where I got this, but it was a super good deal, and it was 2 net carbs for 1/4 cup. So I'm only going to use 1/4 cup for this. I'm probably going to put like a little seasoning in it. I'm going to use this mozzarella cheese. It's not the greatest carb mozzarella cheese, but I have it open, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. This one is 2 grams of carbs for 1/4 cup, so I'll probably only use 1/4 cup of that too, but we'll see how it goes. I might want more. And then I'm going to use this Hormel pepperoni, which is 0 carbs for 15 slices. So I'm going to get that started. Okay, so this is what the crust looks like, and honestly, like, this looks so amazing. It's so thick and soft. I just feel like this is going to be awesome. It's pretty large too, so I think it's going to be a pretty good size if I cut it in half. I'm going to go ahead and start making this. So I have 1/4 cup here. The sauce is actually pretty watery, so I'm not going to water it down anymore. I don't like a whole lot of sauce, so I honestly think this is going to be enough. But I'll go ahead and start, I'll start adding my seasonings to that. So I don't have a whole lot of seasonings, so I'm just going to use a little bit of garlic salt. And I'm going to use a little bit of onion powder. I'm going to put a little bit of red pepper flakes. Just because I like everything spicy. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of this garlic. I'm going to add a teaspoon of this garlic. It does have 1 carbs for a teaspoon, so I will note that. Okay, so I have it all in there, so I'll just mix it up. So I'm really not good at cooking. I just kind of put the flavors that I like the best. Yeah, so I could have been okay with less than 1/4 cup, because this is kind of a lot of sauce for me, but I'm hoping it'll dry up a bit. I just really don't like tomato sauce. I'm going to put double layer of pepperoni. Okay, so now I'm going to put my mozzarella cheese. Okay, so that's about 1/2 cup, so I'm just going to do 2 servings of this, which is going to be 4 carbs. That's definitely going to run up my carbs, but I just don't think 1/4 cup is going to be enough, so I'll do that and see how far that gets me. I'm going to put a few more pepperonis and then a little bit more cheese. So I probably put more cheese than I need on here, but that's okay. We'll see how it melts up. I honestly don't know. I don't like this cheese because it's really like crumbly and chalky, and I don't feel like it melts all that great. So if you want to make a fathead dough, don't use Wisconsin Premium. So I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven. I don't know how long I'm going to put it in for. I have it at 400 degrees, so I'm thinking it's going to be maybe 20 minutes, but I'll put it in and check on it in a little bit. So I calculated the carbs for the whole pizza, and the whole pizza with the garlic and 2 servings of cheese and all the things, it's 13 grams of carbs, so I'm definitely only going to have half of this pizza. So I'll have just 6.5 grams of carbs for dinner. So I'm going to put this in the oven. I just pulled this out of the oven and it looks so amazing. So I just wanted to get a little recording of it. You can see the 2 layers of pepperoni. The cheese melted up really good, and then the whole thing browned to perfection. I'm going to cut it in half once it cools. Okay, so I feel like having dessert now, so I'm going to have one of these pieces of the cinnamon raisin low carb bread. It's 2 net carbs per slice. The slice looks like, smells like cinnamon. I'm going to go ahead and toast it. So now that I have it toasted, I'm going to go ahead and add some of this cream cheese icing that I made. This cream cheese icing is literally just cream cheese, erythritol, and vanilla. I used this cream cheese. It's 1/3 of the less fat Philadelphia. Has the same carb count as the full fat, which is just less than 1 gram of carbs for an ounce. So just to give some perspective here, an ounce is that much of the whole thing. So I may be using 2 ounces here. So that I'm going to count it as just 2 grams of carbs, even though the serving size for 1 ounce is less than 1 gram. So I'm definitely rounding up here, but I'm sure I'm not gonna use more than 2 ounces. I probably won't even use 1 ounce, honestly, because I'm just putting it on 1 piece of toast. Okay. We'll call that 2 ounces, even though I'm not quite convinced that it's 2 ounces, but that's what I'll have for dessert. Okay, so I have my total carbs counted up for the day. I just want to say today's day of eating was the most delicious day of eating I've had in a really long time. I thought that this what I eat in a day themed challenge was going to be difficult to try and come up with good meals with like specific ingredients, but it actually turned out so amazing. That bagel ham sandwich that I had for lunch, I've been wanting a bagel ham sandwich for 2 years and I haven't been able to have it. And that was so great. It was absolutely amazing and so filling. And then that pizza that I had, the half of the pizza that I made, it was so tasty. I wanted to eat the whole thing, but I knew I wanted dessert, so I didn't. And then my dessert I'm still working on, but this bread, the cinnamon bread with the cream cheese icing on it, like look at it. It it looks so good, but it tastes like French toast if you put, instead of syrup on top, if you put like cream cheese icing on top. It's so good. Um, it reminds me a lot of like, I don't know, a cake because it has icing on it, but it's really good. So I'll go over my carb calculations so you can see where I ended up with all of those good meals being consumed. So for lunch, I had the Chompy's sesame seed bagel, and that was 4 grams of carbs. I had 4 slices of the Hillshire Black Forest ham, which was 1 gram of carbs. And then I had about 2 servings of the cream cheese, and I just rounded that up to 2 grams, although I don't think I had 2 ounces of cream cheese, but I wanted to be safe and round up. So with the 4 grams of carbs from the bagel, 1 gram from the ham, and 2 grams from the cream cheese, the bagel sandwich was 7 total carbs. Then for dinner, and I did the calculation of all the ingredients I put in for the pizza, but the crust, I only had half of it, so it was 3 grams of net carbs. The tomato sauce was only 2 grams of carbs. I only ended up having half the pizza, so I only ended up having 1 gram of that. The mozzarella cheese, I put a total of 4 grams of carbs on it because I put 2 servings. So my serving was only 2 grams of carbs. And garlic, I had put 1 teaspoon, which was 1 gram of carbs for the whole serving. So that was only half a gram for the portion that I had. So that equals to a total of 7 grams of carbs for dinner as well. And for dessert, I showed you what I have here. My cinnamon bread with the cream cheese icing that I made. So the cinnamon bread is 2 grams of carbs per slice. And then I counted as if I put 2 ounces of cream cheese again, which was 2 carbs. Although I don't think I put that much, but it's just best to be safe. So my dessert, I calculated to be a total of 4 grams of net carbs. So 4 plus 7 plus another 7 is 18 out of 20 grams of net carbs allotted for the day. That's what my macros look like. So I feel like today was a great day of eating and it fit within 20 grams of carbs. I didn't feel deprived. I was just really looking forward to the next meal that I was going to make because I knew I got to use another Chompy's product, so I was really excited for that. The next What I Eat in a Day video, I will do the same concept because I have so many Chompy's products and I have a lot of other ideas for what to do with their products. So look out for my next video. For my What I Ate in a Day video because it'll be very similar themed but like more extravagant. This one I wanted to be a little simple to just kind of introduce the concept, but the next one I'll have more complicated recipes using the Chompies breads and things in ways that maybe they weren't really meant for, but using them in alternative ways with different kinds of recipes that I thought of. So look out for that video. Thank you for watching this one. If you have any comments or questions or anything you'd like to add to this video, put it in the comment section below. I'm going to go ahead and post a comment section like question. I'll pin it to the comment section to get a conversation started. Hopefully that'll help us be able to communicate better in the comment section instead of me just leaving it open. I mean, you're always welcome to comment whatever you want, but I'll pin kind of like a topic so that we could get the conversation going. But thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.